Hello and welcome to Just Grasp Winners Finals. We have Feathers and PolterGhost here who have pre-drafted already in chat, so we'll go ahead and take a look at their drafts here in a second. I do have Donut here with me again this time. We are doing a best of 5, but we're only doing partial as the players have decided that they want to split this one, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, hi Donut.
Hello, Mr. Leo. It's always great to be back here in the booth to be commentating with some great matches between some great players. And here we're going to be going with the matchup between Feathers and Polter deep into the bracket here. We got winners finals, if I'm not mistaken. So this is for quite a bit of pole position going into grand finals here. So we will see who comes out on top.
Doughblind first pick.
So yeah, it looks like evidently from this little here, we're gonna we might have a little bit of a rust as a factor here, which is pretty important in Exceed since a lot of times, being familiar with your kit relative to your opponent's kits and options, and as well as their play style relative to yours, is a huge aspect of this game, right? So maybe we will see some sauce, some spice that we wouldn't normally get on really refreshed players, you know.
Ah yes, the double or the sauce that we're gonna see. Yeah, we have some interesting drafts. I'm gonna pull up Discord so we can go over the draft, because this was done beforehand. So we have on the side of Poulter there Chip, Axel, Ramlethal, Plague Knight, and Vega, and then on Feather's side we have Hawkman, Milia, Beheaded, Bike, and Arakane. All
Oh
right.
boy.
I don't think we're gonna see
Yeah.
some of those latter ones played. I think we're gonna see today Chip, Axel, Huckman, Milia, almost certainly, and
I
then
swear, dude. If I see Arcune pulled out game one, I'm actually gonna be happy. I mean, because right now it's a reasonable hour for me. It's what? It's only 8:30 for me right now. So I'm cognizant. I'm there. This isn't like This isn't some ungodly AM hour. I can swing Arcune today. So please, if you're picking Arcune, do it now. Or actually, you know what? I'm fine either way because I'm not gonna be here for a while. So actually, hold on to it. It's somebody else's
hold
problem. I
on
don't give
to
a damn.
it. Make it onto somebody else's problem. Uh, make it someone else's problem. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for whoever my co-caster is on another day. All right. So it looks like we have a one selection here. So we have whatever this is into Axel.
Aquaman versus Axel.
All right, we're in for a long haul, boys.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be the grind fest. I'm gonna sit back and do my thing. Yeah, you can poke me all day, Axel. I'm just gonna take 1 or 2 damage here or there. I'm gonna build up, and then when I pop, you're probably just gonna run away and then play your grasps and stuff. So it's gonna be a long one. I think I agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, Rosen here saying that I believe in the Feathers Arakane. Yes, comfort picks over meta. I 100% agree. I just didn't know Feathers had an Arakane, to be honest. I just thought it was kind of a pick, just as a pick. I wasn't sure if he had one or not, since it is a BO5, and when you play a BO5, you're not expecting to use all the characters. As for yeah, Axel versus Hawkman. I mean, Axel just has to play around Hawkman's abilities, of course. Main one being Yukikaze, because Yukikaze doesn't care where you put it; it just comes in all the time. The other one to be careful of course, is the Yanagi, which Yanagi does have a pretty good hit, but of course, if you're getting caught out at range 3 with the grasp, well, Yanagi doesn't matter as much. So yeah, maybe this might actually be more Axel favored if Hawkman just kind of sits back, because Axel
Yeah,
does have that extra range on him that, like, +1 range is one thing, but +2 range is another thing. So,
exactly. Especially if Axel gets to flip, then he just gets to be completely untenable in certain scenarios and things. And also just certain aspects of his boost kit, right? So Winter Mantis. If you're just gonna sit and dirtle as Hawkman, Winter Mantis is a really potent threat. Like, okay, you can do that all day. I'm just gonna hit you with this unanswerable 5 damage from anywhere I want, right? And to that end, right, Hawkman might actually be forced to go a bit more offensive than he's used to here, which means he's gonna be spending gauge, in which case he's playing actually a more fair game than the typical, sit here, do my thing line that we see from a lot of Hawkman play.
Yeah, I think we're gonna want to see Hawkman be at least a little bit more aggressive this game, specifically to just stop Axel from harassing him the entire game because you only have so much life points in this game and they don't exactly regenerate unless your name is Ragna, and unfortunately we don't have a Ragna on this table, so.
Yeah, that
uh,
would be a fun character. That'd be exciting. I get to say my quotes and everything.
right. And as Rose is saying in the chat, Feathers used to be in Arakune main. Well, the more I learn every day, the more I learn every day. All right, so first thing we see here is the Fumajin just boosted just to stop the harassment from Axel at that range 4. Good boost in
Yep,
this
no
matchup.
funny business.
Yeah, I expect we'll see Fumajin as much as possible because it's just a good boost, especially for these ranged matchups. Puts Yanagi in gauge. Um, yeah, so we're off to our slow start. We'll have to see what Axel wants to do in response, if they want to try and get in and start this pressure, or no, they're just going to boost the Faultless.
No, I think I want some gauge. Thank you, sir. Very cool.
Here comes the gauge off.
Yeah.
I can build gauge fast, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna go Dragon Ball Z level already. We're just gonna
True.
go the entire time, just charging up to get that Kamehameha online.
Key charge the character.
Whereas it's literally key charge of the character. I just get to have fun key charging, sitting back. I am a suit of armor. What do suits of armor do? They just kind of sit there.
All right. Well, this doesn't Fumajin doesn't leave play, anyways. So yeah, we're just Hakon can just sit here and wait to
Yep.
see what Axel wants to do because he doesn't have to do anything until Fumajin's gone. And it's I can't know I don't know if it's Fumajin or Fumajin. I don't remember. I could be completely butchering it right now.
It would be Fumajin. Fumajin. Yep.
Okay, Fumajin. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not
Yep.
completely
I
off.
know wee bit. I know Sukoshi in Japanese. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What we could see next is the slow waker, or as I like to call it, a slow wanker. Because look at this freaking guy. And we're gonna see a strike into there, get the Fumajin off the board. How can we realize how much he could do here? I mean, he could try to get Nagi, but I mean, that's only banking that's gonna take a something that gets pushed him out. Um, and remember, to those watching at home, Sickle Flash. Yep, there's 4 copies of that in the deck, so it's very likely we saw that, and we did.
Yep. Cockman, that is the counter with the Fumajin, is just playing the Sickle Flash, backing up out of that range 4 or 5. Oh wait, I can't read. Yeah, it happens to the
That's
best
right.
of us.
We're season 7. We're illiterate. No reading here. Nope.
No reading
We're
here.
just
We only know how to make scrambled
we're
eggs.
all a bunch of chefs. Yep, we're scrambled eggs.
All right. Well, now we're at range 6, where Fumajin doesn't work, so we're depressed about that. Obviously, we're not sustaining that. Well, we could only sustain it if they're at range 4 or 5, anyways. But with Axel at range 6, yeah, we're gonna have to get in or something now. So we're just gonna
Yep,
spend
the
Spike
onus
and
is
Senjutsu.
on Hakumen. Yep. And remember, kids, when you spend 2 forces Hakumen, you really spend 1 force since you're getting 1 for free.
Yep. Spent
And
2
then, yep,
for
Axel
spending
can
a gauge.
afford to be. Look at me, I am the corner camper now. Yeah, because you can just afford to sit here and threaten, now, you just threaten grasp and silly stuff like that.
I forgot Axel
As
has
Axel.
3 zippers on his freaking. He has a waist belt and 3 zippers. What a man.
Dude,
He has the drip.
this is he got the drip.
He's
He
got
got the
the
drip.
drip.
What can I say?
Uh, Rose
And
in
honestly,
chat.
by Dice Case Vision standards, this is actually a very conservative amount of belts and, zippers here.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah.
know, if you
You're
look at
right.
Ragnar, Ragnar's got like what, like 5, just all around him. So it can always be, you can always be a bit more dripped out.
Right, we see the Peria focus come out, probably to dodge
Ooh,
scramble.
we don't like. Yep, we don't like no eggs here. Nope.
No eggs. And Rose in chat, 6 is a little awkward for Axel, though. He'd much rather be at 5. Well, lucky for Axel, because now Hawkman's at 4. Although I don't think you want to be in the corner as Axel. I don't think that's your preferred spot. But we see the Yukikaze get boosted. We see the massive just drop right there. Weird, a little bit weird, specifically because of how good that comes in handy later. Specifically, if you ever get pushed out. because as soon as that what we were talking about, March of the Wicked King comes out, and you get pushed back to range 6. That's when
Then you're
Yukikaze is
pretty
nice to
sad.
have, because close 8 is pretty good when you're playing against Oner, turns out. Um,
Yep. I'd say honestly, right now this is a check for. Yeah, I mean,
all right.
yep, this is a check for some movement manipulation here. Um, that or grasp would have worked as well. You could just mash grasp with relative impunity, unless you're telegraphing second Yukikaze here. Which do you even want to spend that gauge? Probably not.
Oh,
Just take your licks.
well, there's the
There we go.
push into block, and then we got another
There's the
focus
poor
up.
man's tech hit.
Yep, poor man's tech. 4 is awkward too. 5 is where you have spicy spike. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Range 5 is optimal because of the spike, and then you're also at 4. You can't be hit by the silly dive without +1 range, anyways, from Hawkman. So yeah, that's a good point. Um, but we did see the Yukikaze just go out. The other focus is down, which both focuses being down means that Hawkman's going to be susceptible to grasp when he gets back into range. So he doesn't going to want to stop at range 4 anymore. He's going to want to stop at range 1 or 2, hopefully. Um, Probably range 2, honestly. Actually, I don't even like range 2. I think range 1, honestly, because if you are down both focuses, grasp can actually push you out at range 2. I think we just saw the other Yukikaze
Actually,
get
the
dropped too.
second Yukikaze for force. Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
I guess we're
it is
just relying
early.
on Shipu.
But
We're Shipu masters. Alrighty.
Sheepu, I don't know. I mean, Sheepu's fine. Sheepu's pretty okay. But the thing is, like, I don't know. I just loses to Winter Mantis. You know,
Yeah.
here I'm pretty sad if that happens.
Hello, download. Welcome to the stream. Um,
Mickey D's.
but yeah, so what we're kind of seeing here is with both Yukikaze's down, sitting at range 4, we are threatening, obviously, stuff like an EX dive. Of course, we do have to keep in mind that Hawkman will get his deck back, but that also means you don't have Yukikaze in hand or engaged. It's just going back into a deck, which will, of course, be randomized. So you do have to somehow draw it again after exceeding. So I am a little bit curious about these decisions here, especially since Axel has still another one of those push 2s in there. Then he also has both of the March of the Wicked Kings. He has so much stuff that's just going to push you out. And without those Yukikazes, you're going to be spending a lot of force to get back in, especially with one cross down. So we'll have to see how. Looks like we're just teching the 4 guard. Trying to stop Axel from getting free gauge makes sense. We don't want Axel to get to exceed mode because of the +1 speed that puts him at normal speed for stuff. That is his weakest point, is his front side because of the -1 speed. And there's the other cross goes down too, so this is a pretty much just open opportunity for Axel to just kind of get ready to weather the storm and just push Hawkman into the middle of nowhere because, I mean, that's just how you deal with Hawkman's backside is you just push him out to where he can't hit you. Especially with Axel, you just push him out to where he can't hit you, and without any Yukikazes to worry about, well, you're not worried about Jack.
Yep, Hawkman wastes time. That's pretty good because it's very rare to get Hawkman to truly waste time. But if he's spending his exceed mode flipped, burning resources and not hitting you, that's wasting his time.
Yeah, and it looks like I don't think our players are actually in voice chat. It looks like I know Poultry is a player that doesn't like to be in voice chat for their own purposes of concentrating and stuff. So they are typing to each other here in chat, which makes streaming quite a bit better actually. Um, Download ask which character in this match do you guys think is the advantage purely from character design. Uh, we are under the assumption that Axel is on the advantage in this matchup. The main card that Axel has to watch out for in this matchup that we think is, of course, Yukikaze, just because Yukikaze can close 8, and it doesn't matter where you push him, that just means Hawkman's in. But as we noticed, which you joined a little bit after this, but both the Yukikazes have been put in the discard, so we are a little bit worried for Hawkman's well-being, especially with both crosses in the gauge for that run, and then also both Yukikazes down is going to make getting in quite difficult, especially when Axel starts to play those boosts that push you back out.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, too, is that Personally, I think that Axel can get away with a decent amount of pokes, especially in this position, relatively speaking. Both Yukaze's down, both crosses down. But we're seeing the EX, telegraphed EX Gurren
Yeah,
here.
this
Um,
has to be EX Gurren. Yanagi's down. This isn't EX Yanagi. Zantatsu doesn't hit. Yeah, this is only Gurren. That's it. So you're 100% correct. We are 100% telegraphing EX Gurren. The question is, we play sweep here.
Yep, we just play sweep, and we're pretty okay with that. Because the thing is, right? I'm surprised I'm seeing a little bit of a passive play pattern here from Polter, because at least on the surface of it, right? The thing is that at this juncture, right, with this gauge comp and with this discard, right, Hogman has to spend a lot of gauge, right? So I'd
Nah,
imagine,
focus works out.
putting out your thing, right? So basically, it kind of is a lose-lose here if you initiate against if you initiate against Hawkman, and it's a lose-lose for Hawkman. Either he plays a normal and then just cleanly loses, or he plays something on guard and then cleanly loses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or he plays a special to gain some ground, but then that is also hampering his clock here towards exceeding. Um, so, and we're seeing Hawkman get a bit of a cash out here with the EX current, but
Yeah, we saw the
yeah.
focus get played here because focus does get the +1 range from Axel. Um, yeah, has to take 3 here because of the +1 armor. There we go. All right, yeah, we saw the focus get played, which focus also works because Axel has that +2 range. He could play, either or. So we just saw the lesser damage one of the two, which is focus, which is perfectly fine. Still evens up that life leaves. Now we see a sweep come out from Hawkman, a light boost here. We are at that range too, which is where Axel doesn't want us to be, but we are more than happy to be at. Um, Rose said here that Haku's doing great so far. Deck pressure could definitely matter here. But in a vacuum lean Axel, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at too. Is like it could go Axel. Haku is sitting in a good spot as of right now, I believe. Um, so now we're at range 1 with +1 speed on Axel's side. Axel's just wanting to leave here. I mean, that's just what it is. Unless he's just threatening Sickle Storm. Yeah.
Sickle Storm is okay, but also I think we still have a Zentetsu online, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
that is a little sus as a bogus. You still lose all armor on that though. But there's plenty of slows that Hakuman can still play here to get around a Sickle Storm. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. At this point, we're just jockeying for position, making sure we don't get completely cornered. And then, of course, speed matters a lot less at range 1, as a lot of mid to high level players know. It doesn't change that many interactions.
Yeah, I think I would also
But
like to
let's just
see.
see Hakuman take the opportunity to flip, which I
Yeah.
agree with.
Yeah, 100%. You just flip right here. Rose saying that she wants to see Shipu get unleashed here. And I agree, I'd also like to see a sick Shipu. The only problem with Shipu is Winter Manus actually beats Shipu, which makes me sad.
Not with light, it
Not
doesn't.
with light, it doesn't. Yeah, this is factual. Not with light. Yeah, you could actually totally just let Shipu rock here, though, and hit. Would you like to
Yeah,
count?
so I think what this is, the passing turn to Axel. I mean, what Axel's telegraphing here is a big movement turn here where he does something like dogs on the run into a slow wanker and then gets back off to
Mm-hmm.
Timbuktu. And it's like, okay, what are you gonna do about it at this point? Thanks for flipping.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Axel's looking to do is to play the slash here, get the advance out, and then just dip. He has
And
two
then
games to
any
cancel
number
it.
of ways to retreat. March of the Wicked King, Slow Waker. Uh, yeah, you can do whatever you want. He has multiple ways to advance, then multiple ways to retreat afterwards,
Yeah, they're talking about in
or make
chat how
space otherwise.
they're talking about in chat here how it's possible that we'll see Hawkman exceed twice, and I honestly think that they are correct. We are on the path to see Hawkman
Twice.
exceed
I think we might
at
see
least
it
twice.
thrice, dude.
That's right. Maybe more. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Rose is also saying maybe more in chat as well. Yeah, we could definitely see Hawkman exceed multiple times in this match. It just depends how the players take it. Just Hawkman things. Hawkman has unlimited deck size, as everybody is well aware of by now. It's one of the characters that has that.
We're just gonna let it strike a rock here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
Hawkman's in
mean,
a
not too
pretty
much
good
is
spot here.
super threat. We're gonna get Axel bombed. Yep.
Axel
So that's
bombed.
fine. We're gonna be trading here.
So this is just 6 for 6, yeah.
Yeah. 6 for 6 getting out both sweeps, getting yeah, the light out, so
The light's gone, the +1 speed is gone. Axel spending a gauge for advantage, which makes sense. Axel either has a boost or a cross in hand, I almost guarantee that part. Looks like we might see an EX here. I wonder if this is EX Snail from this range. Oh no, we're seeing a big CC.
oh no, he's spent.
He's been, yeah.
The big retreat. Yep.
Oh, he just retreats. It's not even a CC.
Yeah.
Just gone.
One vision. very a very niche ultra with a very niche boost as well. Basically just reads your opponent has now strike on their turn. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. Just get out of the corner, trade while you can. That's actually really good usage of axe compression resources we see from Polter here, where he just lets it rock, it gets a little bit of a trade in, gets rid of a high value boost in light, and then gets the crack back to spend his otherwise dead card to make a pretty difficult situation for Hakumen here.
Yeah, 100%. Just retreating back to this range. What is this? 6? Yeah, that's a range 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah, makes
This is the world's weakest Shipu. This loses to a lot. Well, not loses, but it's like meh. Sure, you can dink me for 4. That's fine.
You know what's actually funny is Shipu can lose because it can actually just be pushed out by Sickle Flash.
Yep, it also still loses to Winter Mantis, which we haven't seen one of yet.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Gonna have to take the turn off here to boost forward recurring cross. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good play. Is something I completely forgot about when I was mentioning the crosses engage earlier that Rose brought up, and then we just saw just recurring the cross, getting the advanced 3, going back to range 3. Yeah, that's actually really good because now they have another cross in there, so they can just do that again. So actually, yeah, I see where you were talking about earlier that Haku was actually not in as bad a position as we were saying here on desk. Just because of that. That's actually pretty good. Something I didn't realize. Yeah, so Hakumen's at range 3 now. Of course, he has to worry about the normal things, but when the -1 speed exists, it does make getting hit by Spike and stuff a lot harder. So we'll have to just see what Hakumen does, because Hakumen has all the tools in the world. So, CPAT, I'll be honest, feeling
and we're
pretty
gonna
good.
let something rock. This could be any number of VX, I think. What was it for? Like assault? It could be assault. Not too sure on what he got. I should have paid close attention when he got back from Engage, but obviously here's assault. Above curve is really good against Axel not flipped. So
Yeah, seeing an EX here. Yep, this is gonna be something Axel has to. Oh, we're just gonna see cross. Cross is on
ain't gonna
curve,
get
but
it. No.
nope. Alrighty, cross doesn't get it. Hakumen's in. Oh boy.
Yep, it's party time now. Here
This
comes
is some party time.
Kokujin Shippu, or as they say in BB tag, empty sky form. Winter's repose. No, summer's advance. That's Shippu. Yeah. That's what we're going to see here, most likely. Ironically, maybe not, though, because it still loses to the YOLO Winter Mantis, which is hilarious.
Dives. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too, CPAT, is I'm thinking Axel's about to spam the heck out of dive here. I believe they should have, they should either have both or at least one still on deck. Yeah, I think both as well, honestly. Right. Yeah, do you think Axel also has both there, Donut?
I think Axel definitely has an EX on deck.
Well, we're looking for
He
dive
recurs
specifically.
back. Yeah, specifically dive. I think dive is definitely an option here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that feathers are not recur back the second Yanagi or cross there to just make an attempt to keep Axel honest with that. But to be fair too, there's plenty of options still. Like for example, we could still I think we still have a grasp online for Hakumen. Stuff like that. I think we still have an Enema online, So it's not a completely free match here, but we'll see. Oh, we're seeing the EX come out.
EX.
Challenging.
Again. Huh. What is this?
This could be the world's. This is a pretty ballsy Shippu, or it could just be. I have no clue. This could also just be a bait. This should just be something that would beat something like a mid speed either way.
picked up a Yanagi out of the 2 Yanagis
Oh,
there.
don't listen to me.
Yeah.
We did get the second Yanagi back. Okay, never mind.
Yanagi's still in Exceed as well, so we picked up one of the Yanagis. Yeah. So I mean,
You just gotta think here, because this could be grasps. I mean, I don't think that the other cross is right there. The other Inagi's right there. There's Zantetsu there.
Yep, this is a super turbo mix-up here. You either win or lose based on this. If you dive over the Shipu, you're a pretty happy dude. If you get grasped, you're pretty sad. And then if you try to play something else and it loses to Shipu, you're very sad. So
yeah, this could be the EX range 1 Gurren as well as CPAT's pointing out there. We know it's not Yanagi. We know it's not Zantetsu. It could be. It's possible. I mean, Renka or Enma. If either of those are still up. It could also just be the Shipu, and you're right there, Donut. If you guess wrong,
well, it's
guess
not
that
Enma.
Shipu.
This is an EX, right? So
Oh, did we see an Enma go down already?
EX Enma is off. Like I said, this could be EX
Okay.
Grasp. This could be EX. Well, we'll see.
Let's find out.
It is a Shipu.
Oh boy!
Oh, that's gonna hurt a
Alright.
lot for Axel. That's gonna hurt quite a lot.
And that's
So
the damage.
Hawk will take a measly 1, yep, and then Axel's gonna take a fat 9 from that. Ooh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, EX Gurren or EX Shipu, please guess. Yep, it was the Shipu. Goodbye, Axel. Have a nice day. Polter was it. Polter's been doing that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, 9 times. Yep. He's good.
Well, time to mash flip and
Mash
try
flip.
to get some momentum back here.
Yep. Feather's the Yomi player with the reads, saying you ain't playing dive today. All right, so we recur cross to get that run in.
Technically, Poltergeist discarding 1 down to hand size, I think, right? 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, 4. Yep.
Goodbye, Sickle Storm. All right. So we dropped a
Gets
Yanagi.
cross
We're
back.
doing
Yeah,
the
I'm just
run.
gonna get right up in your grill there. And now, good old Yukikaze's back online.
Good old Yukikaze's back online. Sickle Storm discard is interesting. Wonder what that telegraphs about the hand.
What do you discard?
Doesn't believe in idealism.
That's
what it telegraphs. Like, hey, I don't need idealism.
You may booster strike with one of them, discard the rest. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
That's a pretty good boost, you know?
It's also very fair that, like Rose was saying, the Polter just doesn't value the boost or the card that much, to be honest. Which is also a fair assessment. I mean, Polter also doesn't have the ability to spend for Sickle Storm right now. Maybe they just have, like, maybe they're not confident in the top 3 cards of their deck. Yeah, it could be a million things right now.
We do know that they are running pretty low on cards. They got about half their deck left, with about half of that in their hand yet. Looks like we're just going to stay on top of Axel. Which I think is
Axel's
correct,
out
yeah.
of cancelable movement. Yeah, we're just going to see that. Like, yeah, hey, stop maybe seeing this one before.
The movement. The schmovement.
Exactly. We're playing some real footsie-ass fundamentals here.
Yeah. I got the rollerblades on. Roller Derby Exceed.
Yeah, no, he played a slow waker before, but now this is a slow walker because we're just doing it one at a time, boosted the old-fashioned way. No cancels allowed.
I saw a Zantetsu go down, Rose, but I don't know if I saw the second one go down. So one of them is sitting in discard. I know that much.
Yeah, I think we have the second one up.
There goes Dive and Block.
We are still going. Yep. We will go. We're just trading force for force here at this point. Hakumen will, of course, go first, positive over you, starting now that you're out of fishing force movement.
Yeah.
So
we're also at that thing where, we were talking about this earlier. Hakumen has an infinite deck, so you can only move around Hakumen so much. Because, he's just gonna exceed at one point again, and then you're gonna see him get his whole deck back, and you're like, huh. Whereas you don't have that luxury. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, here comes the dogs on the
Oh
run.
my god, dude.
Yeah, it's very possible that we just see this happen for a little bit here. And as yeah. Yeah, so
The
if there is
definition of
a
insanity. This is insane gameplay right now.
yeah,
This is insane.
Axel does have
As
to
in,
watch their life total more than they do have to watch their deck out. It is just a thing that you just can't. That I'm just mentioning that you can't spend the entire game running away from Hawkman. Main thing is, like you were saying also, which EX Yanagi performs really well into Axel. Depends at the range because Axel can throw out EX Yanagi unless you boost the reach with it. Yeah.
all right, here's the part where we see dogs on the run, number 2. Or March of the Wicked King, number 1. Going back to range 3.
Yeah, Yanagi's the one with guard there, Rose. Yukikaze is the one without guard. Or is the stun immune one? Yeah, we're sitting at range 1 again. Yeah, I mean, Axel's just trying to look for ideal positioning. Hawkman's not letting Axel have it, so they're just kind of running around the board right now. We'll have to see when Axel decides they have to do something at some point. They can't exactly make silly strikes with their life total. It's just something they can't afford to do.
For the 4th time in a
But
row, we see a cross up to range 3.
yeah,
And then I will eat my hat live on stream if we do not see a force expenditure to walk back up from Hakaman.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It also depends if Hawkman has that boost as well that we were talking or that we are looking at. That
Who could have seen it coming? Oh my god.
I don't think we moved directly on top of Axel to be honest, but yeah,
Range
we're
0,
there.
hey, like you know what? At this
Range
point, let's
0.
just play at range 0, dude. You know,
Range 0,
we're not
baby.
gonna do anything. You and me, we could fight to the death here, Hakaman,
Close
or we can just
2.5.
walk back and forth in circle.
Close 2.5, my favorite. Footsies in quotes. Yeah. Uh,
Wait, did we spend force to retreat? Oh, you know, we just did the thing.
no,
Okay,
we
yeah.
spent another sickle
Retreat 3.
flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Alrighty.
right. Yeah, like I said, this is still. I mean, this is still. It's like Wall Street bets. Hakaman here. The short squeeze is on. In that the short squeeze being the stock of Polter's force, because Hakaman's just got the infinite force generator going, literally. So his value just goes up, up, up to the moon. Whereas it looks like Axel's bank of a movement is pretty dry right now.
Yeah, Hawkman's literally just waiting for Axel to get to a certain. I mean, they're just staying at range at the ideal range for this matchup, and then waiting
Yeah.
before Axel runs out of cards to just start striking into him, or until they get XE to just start striking. I mean, they have that luxury. They have a Yukikaze engage if they really want to use it too. So even if they get pushed out to God knows where, they can close 8.
Ironically, the thing is here is that if you stay at range 4 as Hakaman, or range 3, oh no, range 4 works too. Axel will be pretty hard pressed to actually not hit you for Yukikaze.
Yeah, we're also bringing up another good point here that hopefully Axel is watching normals since reading is getting pretty scary. Yep. That's pretty much it as well. Is if you're not watching normals and Hawkman's watching your normals, you're gonna get red here soon, because Hawkman can just recur the reading if they don't already have one in hand. So you got to watch that as well. Uh, thank you Rose for telling Edwin's the rest of the roster. Perfect.
Howdy, Addy. Ad wins. Welcome. Welcome to the Stare Fest and the Walk Fest here.
The stare fist.
You know,
Yep.
this is the 4K marathon right here. You know,
4K marathon. Yep, we're just watching. I mean, this is just it. Is you're just positioning. They're just looking for ideal positioning each other, and the problem is that one of them's on a clock and the other one's not. Hawkman doesn't have any sort of clock anywhere in his house, and Axel's got one ticking in his face
well,
and off his
I
pocket
wager the
watch.
Hakaman has exactly one clock, and that is gauges 0 through 3 on
Yeah.
on the start of the game. If you can make Hakumen spend or lose during then and get a decent advantage, then especially as Axel, right? Then the odds are pretty okay that you get to hold that over, and then by the time Hakumen gets to his inevitability, you'll have enough of a advantage somewhere, either in resources or, which is rare, but in life hopefully. So you don't just get choked out by the sheer efficiency of Hakumen's UA and exceed. But that's obviously not the case, given this board state and this state of affairs here. So right now, Axel just gotta get the boa constrictor, put it around his neck.
Yep. Welcome to the stream here, Maggie Dolawan for everyone. I hope I completely butchered your name 100%. I'm very sorry, but yeah. Well, welcome to the stream. We're watching this is the positioning stream where we're watching Axel and Hawkman rollerblade across the arena until one of them dies.
Megadola. We got Elizabeth Enjoyer here. Elizabeth.
Oh, there's
All
the
right.
dive.
Oh wow.
It happened.
I have the whole 3 damage. Let's go. All right. Well, you've had your fun there, Axel.
All right.
Yeah.
Hawkman
I mean, the good news is
exceeds.
that's a pretty good dive call. Because Hawkman is running low on things that can actually catch that dive there, but
Alrighty. There's the reshuffle. Back to Axel Gaming. What do we got? Retreat 3. There it is. There it is, boys and girls. We did it. Oh, we canceled into a strike. Did we draw
This
the
would
other
be
Yukikaze, or is this the free damage we get before the Yukikaze? I mean, both spikes are down.
get your licks in.
Actually, both spikes are down. What is this? Winter Madness? The crazy
This
Winter
is
Madness?
Winter Madness, I guess.
Is this a crazy Winter
But
Madness?
that'd be pretty strange. Because it puts you at range 2, and then what? Then you just kind of cry. Because then it's a free Yukikaze at range 2, unless Axel has a block remaining. I don't know. I actually don't know what this could be.
Yeah, I don't know what this is either, to be honest. Axel's down spikes.
I mean, this could be Assault. This could be Assault.
No, it's a super sweep into Yanagi.
Yeah.
So this will be 3 damage into 6 damage.
This will be 0 damage.
0 damage, yeah, it's range 5.
Yep.
Yep.
Pretty good sweep here.
Pretty good sweep, I agree. It was a good sweep. Alright, we got the full value sweep here. Now we're sitting in range 3. Hawkman's got to think what they want to recur here.
Yep. We have not seen a single grasp, I think, from Axel, so that is on the table here.
I think Axel Axel has an unplayable Sickle Storm, so that's a thing. What else do we have here from Axel? We haven't. No, we don't have any more crosses. We have the Grasp. We are threatening range 3 Grasp. I mean, I think we're definitely
the
going to
potential
see
of EX Winter Mantis to keep any
the EX Winter Madness.
Shipu, any Shipu shenanigans, honest.
True. Yeah, we haven't seen either Grasp go down for Axel yet, I'm pretty sure. So we just have, the constant specter of Yukikaze, that's it. That's it. We're just sitting there waiting for Yukikaze to be played, because that's going to be the game ender, almost 100%. I think that's what Feathers is probably waiting for too, is to drop the Yukikaze.
Yeah, and we're seeing Feathers take a long time and thinking about what he wants to get out of here from Gage.
Bye,
if Yukikaze's in hand.
Good luck in Yomi. All right. Anyways, go ahead, Donut.
I was gonna say if Yukikaze's in here and wants to throw in Yukikaze, I actually really like getting the Tsubaki down, just throwing down the Tsubaki. But what we're gonna see here is we're gonna see sweep recurred for +2 speed.
Yep. +2 speed Shipu. To getting
rid of the redundant Renka. Yep, because they already have another one in there, so not getting rid of that many other options here.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, well, we got the Nut Kyushu in hand. So this is
I think we just played the sweep actually.
Oh, second dive. Oh, that's gotta sting.
I don't like that.
I mean, we know our opponent has both Winter Manuses left, and we know our opponent has
Yeah.
another dive left, and then we drop to sleep. I mean, the opponent still has to watch out for both Yukikazes, obviously. Like, that's just something you
Yep.
can't deny.
And we're back at range 3. I mean,
Yeah, this actually might just be Axel. Axel can actually take this game here because if they just
right
drop
here, right now.
because if they drop a grasp and they don't have Yukikaze, yeah, cancel.
Yeah, we're gonna see the EX grasp here. Or we're gonna play the odds here with the 4-card deck. Ooh. This telegraphs that we don't
Yep,
have grasp.
we don't have
We're gonna
grasp.
play the odds right on.
We don't have grasp. Oh, it's grasp.
There it is! GG!
And game one
I have
goes
to ask.
to Polter. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't type. Don't type.
Oh, but if he doesn't have a grasp in hand, I was
Type
gonna
type
say,
type
dude,
after the match. Yeah. Type after the match.
bottom deck EX grasp is so sad, but hey, if it gets there, it gets there.
Gods. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was if both grasp are in deck and you were going for that, that's a 50% chance. That's pretty dang good odds, honestly. Winning coin flip. 3-4
There
turns in a
it
row.
is.
Feathers grasping defeat from the jaws of victory. That was a time. That was a time. All right, first
That was
match.
a time scam.
First match,
going to
Hawkman
Axel.
versus Axel. Axel wins. Hawkman had first turn, I believe. That one? Yeah.
Yep.
Axel wins 0-8. Lots of running.
Why are you running? I'll
Why
tell
are
you
you
why I'm
running?
running, so I can get this big, scary guy off my face.
Right.
But yeah, I guess the moral of the story
Just
is there is
grasp.
that just grasp. There it is. Somebody said it.
Just grasp. True. All right. Polter has to pick first character here. Now this is only supposed to be as far as I know, this is only supposed to be a half best of 5. So we'll see how far we get into it. Honestly, it looks like we're getting a game 2, so that's good.
For honestly, for a Hakumen,
Here's
for
Chip.
Hakumen chip, chip, nice.
Nice.
The infamous chip, the 100% win rate, ninja terrorist himself. You're that ninja.
I just like
That's Chip Zanoff.
I just like the way Polter phrased it. Anyways, I heard you liked running around the board a lot. Here's Chip. Ain't that the truth? Just what the doctor ordered. Yes, Hawkman can be played again, Adwins. Yes, this is correct. We could just see Hawkman get pulled out again. And knowing Feathers will be. You know what's very possible? Yep, there it is. Rose called it.
There he is.
Here
He's
we
coming
go.
back.
Get the popcorn, folks.
We got the
Gonna run to the toilet. Me
honorable
too.
duel. Yeah, hold on. Make a coffee, y'all. Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's go to the lobby. Alrighty.
You know, make sure grab your hot dogs, grab your popcorn. This ancient timeless battle of ninja versus samurai is about to go down here at Just Grasp 1 in the winners finals.
From the annals of history.
Yeah,
Or the
welcome
stage
to the
of
stage
history.
of history.
Chip will not make things faster just because he has a lot of speed.
No.
Can we give to is there a chip button that's fast forward button? No. I mean Hawkman versus Chip. So Hawkman versus Chip, of course. It's just Chip is gonna get the spikes out, but they do have to be careful of the Yukikaze because even if you play a 50 speed spike, Yukikaze doesn't care since it has stun immunity. It's the same case of Chip versus stun immunity. Whenever it comes to any character like that, is they don't care if you play the fastest spike in the world because they're just gonna play stun immunity and you're gonna be sad. Obviously, counters to stuff like that include you just have the fastest dive in the West. It becomes a lot better when stuff like this exists, just because a dive will negate the damage from Yukikaze even if it comes out. So it's not like it's the freest card in the world. So yeah, so I reckon we'll probably a little late to ask, but I assume it was decided to not use that one card counting mod from the casting aside.
To answer Adwin's question about the card counting mod, I decided not to use it because we already had established, or it came out like really late, pretty much really late to middle of the tournament, I believe, and I didn't want to implement it into the tournament right away, especially because like I would need to test it out, make sure it was good on all sides, and make sure it was like fleshed out and stuff. And we're kind of here, so I didn't really want to make any changes to the rules yet. Is it something we could potentially see in the future? Maybe. Um, it just pretty much depends on me checking it out, checking with the players, seeing if everyone's comfortable using it, etc. As for Rose here, Chip is fairly weak to deck pressure. Chip games against not Hawkman go to deck out when Chip is playing versus defensive player, and Hawkman is Hawkman. Yeah, honestly, I think Hawkman's fine in this matchup. I don't think he's going to have any significant issues, to be honest. Of course, it is just the mix-up of when do you not die to the 50 speed spiker dive is pretty much always the question when it comes to that. So I think we're fine here as Hawkman, to be honest. I don't think Hawkman's going to have any significant issues here against Chip.
Yeah, if there's ever a time and a place for the 100% reign of terror to finally be ended with Chip, I think this would be the matchup to do it. Um, Hakumen, yep, Hakumen has a lot of slows here where he can threaten just straight up against Chip. And then of course he has a big deal because you lose one of your checkmate buttons, the infamous spike combo. But as you alluded to earlier, you can still dive over it. There's still recourse here. That being said, so it's not a completely free matchup, of course, like most matchups aren't. But what Chip's win condition is here is actually to play slightly more aggressive. I would honestly like to see more strikes than average for a Chip player because, like I said, Hakumen needs to spend gauge, right? The weakest Hakumen is on 0 through 3, right? So there's only so many times Hakumen wants to cleanly lose his normal interactions and get dodged out of. So you either lose that, right, or you spend gauge on your attacks, which makes them reasonable attacks, but it's not your completely unreasonable exceed, right? So I think that's your win con if you are Chip. Going to deck is a very real concern as you draw a lot of cards of Chip who don't deal a lot of damage, especially somebody that has a lot of armor and guard like Hakumen. So we will see if Chip can close it out.
Yeah, striking early, of course, with Chip can be a tiny bit risky just because of Chip's generally low damage numbers. But of course, that's the beginning of XC generally, is when you're not making super safe strikes using boost, you are taking the gamble of can you win the mix-up. So it pretty much depends on our player here, because if you do take too much damage on either side, you do just kind of start dying. You do only have a finite amount of life, unfortunately, in this game. Unless you're Ragna. The only character
Or
that doesn't have a
Taisei.
finite... Oh yeah, and Taisei. Taisei also doesn't have a finite amount of life. Alright, here
We
comes
don't talk about seasons.
Here comes
Massive.
Chip's probably least favorite boost in this matchup, other than other than actually no, I think this is just Chip's least favorite boost in this matchup. Actually, this thing's insane. 2 armor, 2 guard, 1 range.
Honestly, the boost on you don't see that often on Shipu, but it's pretty good too. Zanshin, stun immunity before if you're hit, 3 power adds to your gauge. That's pretty good. Starting stun
Yeah.
immunity, of course. Chip does not like dealing with stun immunity because he relies on just poking on you and getting out of the way. But stun immunity makes that a lot more of a risky preposition here. And of course, massive is virtually stun immunity. So let's see. As we're seeing, early
Well,
striker from Chip.
you said you wanted to see an early strike, so we got it.
Yep.
Here comes
There's
the
the
Gurren
Gurren.
into the block.
Yep. That's right.
That's a decent
Only
bait.
gonna
I
take
mean, get
one.
rid of
That's a really good trade. Yep.
yeah,
Gets rid of Gurren, gets rid of a gauge, gets rid of massive.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think that's a pretty good trade on Chip. That's a good bait. I like that.
Exactly. And since Hogman has to close 1 or 2 here, um, we're gonna go to a much more favored range for Chip here. Chip loves to see you at 3 or 2. Sure.
Yeah. Going to 2 here. Chip decides to say, screw it, we're going to 1.
And yep.
I mean,
Let's get up close and personal here.
the main thing you have to be careful of is when you're playing Chip is you have to be careful of Yanagi tracking you down, especially when Hawkman's in the middle of the stage like this, though.
Because Yanagi at middle of stage actually hits everywhere for some reason. So you do have to be a bit careful of that. But other than that, you are. That's pretty much like the main thing I think you're watching out here at range one. You have plenty of tools to get out of most of Hawkman's other stuff, unless they play reach, and then you're a bit sad. But yeah, you're just pretty much sitting at range one, so we'll have to see what Chip decides to make of it. Chip has the actually, what's actually funny is Gen Rozan's actually slower than Yanagi. I never realized that. That was pretty funny. We see the Let's Rock come out from Chip, just biding time, getting more cards in hand into this defend here from Hawkman. Chip, of course, not known for breaking these types of guard and armor cards a lot because they, well, that's an excessive amount of armor and guard now. Hawkman pretty much
think?
stated here, yeah, we're not taking damage from the next strike.
How much does Chip even care about that? Probably a lot if he gets hit for a lot.
Yeah. Haku really saying the armor's not for show with these boosts. uh, yeah, so I mean, this is just the thing. You're just kind of sitting here, and you got to ask yourself. I mean, if I'm Hawkman, I'm holding on to Yukikaze this entire matchup. I think honestly, or Yanagi, this entire matchup. I think Yanagi's just going to be insane this entire matchup. Here comes the cross to put Hawkman at range 2 into the corner. Specifically, more notably, they're being put into the corner. That way, Chip does have a way back out of these moves. Because, as I was stating before, Yanagi hits everywhere from center stage, and now Yanagi does not hit everywhere. So he can actually get out of it this time. That's the important thing to note. It's pretty good
Yep,
counterplay.
it's also gauge for Chip. Ironically, this may be the one matchup where flipping is bait, because like I said, deck pressure is a real thing. It is very possible that you will deck out against Knockerman as flip Chip. So gauge still gauge though. You can always cancel stuff and change cards and move around as you need to.
I think
But
that's
this is a nice power play.
yeah. I think that's kind of how the Hawkman matchup always goes, regardless of your character. Is you just gotta think in the back of your mind, am I going to deck out against this character somehow? Just the Hawkman pressure by being Hawkman. Infinite deck characters. Well, Hawkman has no free answers here. I mean, I guess you could drop like an EX Assault. No, you're just gonna go to range 1, dropping the Spike. That's both spikes down for Hawkman. I mean, Spike's not a card you expect to hit against Chip too much anyways, but I mean, it is a nice mix-up every once in a while in case Chip decides to play slow for once. It does happen
Lol.
occasionally.
Every once in a while.
Every lone occasion. See a block go into gauge for Hawkman, which means we're not seeing any parry trolling on Chip today.
So sad.
Alrighty, what are we playing from Chip? I mean, Chip's got to think here. Chip can't just play the willy-nilly game that they like to play with most characters here. I think this matchup actually
Willy
makes a
nilly,
Chip player
slap you
think.
silly.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those
I mean,
matchups. Yeah. Good.
Where you can't afford to do that stuff. Yeah. This would be a pretty cool Sukiyaki if he's got it. This is actually a good case for canceling Sukiyaki just to get your lick in there and then force Hakuman to strike to get rid of all these boosts. Because I don't think Hakuman can do anything about this at range 1. But if we don't have it, we don't have it. And parries and tets. We ain't got it.
We don't have his untouched. We see a hand up
Yeah.
EX sweep, block, and Enma.
Enma. Wow.
It's just a range 4 sweep. Now I see what Hawkman
Yeah.
was doing at center stage. Actually, range 4 sweep is pretty good as it turns out.
Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah.
That's a freaking shocker, dude.
I mean, at range 1, you could probably still play the sweep. To be honest, sweep is actually just as fast as Genrozen, which is pretty funny.
Exactly. Sweep only loses here to second cross. Yeah.
Second cross or EX Genrozen, yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're just going to see Hawkman. I mean, you could just drop the sweep here, but then you also have to worry, do they have EX cross? So we'll have to see what Hawkman decides to actually do here. I mean, Chip doesn't have any type of reading. They just know what's in your hand now, which having hand knowledge is always good. But of course, paired with reading, it's better. But Season 7 doesn't have it, so... I mean, We'll see how this goes or what Hawkman decides to do here. Although this is like the meatiest sweep in the West. Like what is this? Like
It's only
plus
6 damage, bro.
yeah
It's only
plus
6 damage, is fine. I
plus
mean, but he's
3
not going to
guard
take any damage back.
plus 3 armor plus 4 or plus 5 guard sweep.
Yep.
Oh, now we're
We're
parrying
gonna
back.
see.
Parrying Bunky Mesa.
Banky. Also known as Play the Hero.
Yeah. The boost.
The boost. That card is the boost.
Yeah.
Very, very good boost. Oh, we should let it rip here.
Alright. Is this the second cross?
This is the Telegraph second cross. Yep.
Telegraph second cross, yep. There goes the boosts. We took no damage. Wait, we took 1 damage from cross actually. Because of the Let's Rock.
That's so sad.
We took 1 damage from cross because of Let's Rock. Beautiful. We have to spend 2 gauge for this too. That's actually really unfortunate. Wild swing.
Only 1 gauge.
No, you have
So
no, wait, yeah,
presumably
the other one's
not going to hit.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The other one's a hit effect. Yeah, take 1. Oh, there we go. Chip builds 2 gauge. Chip is actually really happy about that.
Wow, look at this. We're actually completely even Stevens here on resource. And we're back at starting position. Take a snapshot quick. When is this ever going to happen?
Yeah, that was a good strike. I like that. Fumajin boosted attacks at range 4 and 5 don't hit you. What is this for, actually?
This protects against a Gamma Blade, I guess? That's really the only thing that threatens.
I think it's just
here.
a time killer, honestly. I think that's what
Yep,
we're doing. Is we're just
because
killing time.
every second that you don't do anything against Hakumen is a second that Hakumen goes stronger. But
Yep.
we
We're just
might see
boosting
that
killing
here.
time. This makes sense. Chip back at range 4. Boost the guard. Does it protect from Gamma Blade? Yes. Gamma Blade goes range 1 to 5, but can't hit at range 4 because of Fumajin. So it protects against Gamma Blade from this particular range. But that's the only card this protects from. No other card of Chips actually hits at that range.
Yeah. But it really doesn't matter, because if you're just going to sit here and do Hakumen things.
There's the dive into gauge. We're at gauge number 7 with +2 speed now. Chip gets a gauge. Chip is at 5 gauge. Do we see the Chip exceed?
Oh man, this dog's going crazy over my yard.
Dog's going crazy. Dog's on the run.
Dude, this dog must be on the run. Dude. This dog is wilding. Sorry if you could hear that dog barking incessantly in the background.
You're fine. Alright, we see a strike come out from Chip at range 4. This is either the bait block or the dive. I don't think it's the Gamma Blade, knowing that, that boost is on the table. I mean, this could just be this could also be the crazy Zansei Roga, which would be pretty funny, to be honest. I don't think it is.
Zansei Roga for fun.
Yeah, Zansei Roga for fun.
I mean, honestly, you probably actually see more use for that as a move than you do, because Zansei Roga can go horribly, horribly wrong against Hakumen.
I mean, I would say this is Alpha Blade, but I have no absolute faith that this is Alpha Blade.
There's a ping for 1. It's a grasp to say, nope, bye-bye. Yep.
Checks out. The Chip tech.
These are all nice incremental wins against Hakumen here. But yeah, like I said, the problem is going to be, we're getting to that point. Hakumen has an infinite deck. You're just use half of yours, Chip. And we're sitting at a nice cushy 29 life apiece. It's a long, long road to get Hakumen down to 0.
Yeah, Gurin's a hit spend gauge. Alright, we're seeing Chip exceed here. Chip's just doing Chip things and building the perfect hand, I imagine. Honestly, I think that's what Chip's just doing right now, is just trying to build a hand, and Hakumen's just getting in prime position to press the exceed button. Adwins wants Hawkman to win, so he does, or so they don't have to see Hawkman again.
Dude, I'm telling you that, man. Don't worry, you'll definitely see Hakumen at least one more time. Somewhere in the bracket. Unless we see some hero hate draft him first pick and then doesn't pull him out.
Well, yeah, I mean Hawkman's just slow play. It's just I kick my feet up and I just start relaxing and watching it.
Yeah, man, you're gonna get, what's your favorite type of tea?
Yeah,
Chamomile guy.
it's just what you expect, yeah.
Yeah, sleepy time, chamomile, some spearmint. Spearmint tea's pretty good.
Spearmint is pretty. Is that the sushi boost? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sushi boost. All right, going back to there, striking from range 2 is yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. As this card just says, we're striking you from range 2 whenever the next strike occurs. So Hawkman thinking if they want to press the exit button or not now.
You don't really need to, honestly.
Yeah, they don't have to. They're just thinking about it. I mean, they still have a few more turns.
Well, I mean, it's this turn or the next turn. You want to get that online.
Wow,
but just literally probably more so you can just get a free reshuffling. But yeah.
Mygo came in the chat. Wow, they've done so much damage to each other, and Adwin's replied mental damage.
To the casters, specifically
mental...
me.
The mental damage. Oh no, is it mental damage or emotional damage at this point?
There's a reason why they call this the fundamentals, bro. Because we're going mental, and they're having. I hope they're having fun, because I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. After you cast so many Hawkman matchups, you just get used to it. You're just like, yeah. When you see Hawkman, this is what you expect. You're like either the other Hawkman goes one of two ways. Either the other player doesn't know what's going on and dies to all of Hawkman's good moves, or Hawkman plays the game how they want and to sit here for 5 years. So
I want this guy banned from this arcade.
I want this guy banned.
I'm banned from this arcade. That's an oldie but goodie, if you're familiar with that one.
It's like you're playing Grand Blue versus, and the other person's playing Matera and sitting on the other side of the screen and spamming arrows. That's
Matera's fine.
That's
bro.
how it goes. That's
fine.
about.
Don't be a hater. There's a difference between Mr. Turtle in the corner and Mr. actively shooting you. Okay, look, voters are cool compared to Hakumen. All right.
Yeah, but it's like that one. Hakumen. But it's like that one arrow at a time. It's not even like the EX arrows or anything. It's like the one arrow at a time, just coming at you across the screen slowly.
You just gotta mix them up. You got fast ones, you got slow ones, you got the rain arrow, you got the butterfly that explodes, the exploding butterfly. There's plenty of cool shit you can do as Matera. Matera's cool. I will not take this slander, this libel against my girl, against my Hilda function.
Against your Hilda function.
Thank you.
At least Matera is hot. I don't know. It depends if you think
exactly.
It depends if you think the character inside the suit from Hawkman is hot or not.
You mean Jin? Technically Jin, if you're familiar with lore.
Spoiler.
Not Jin's body, but Jin's
Spoiler for the people that don't know.
Oh, sorry guys. This is like ancient spoilers. Just spoiler. Not even like Matera. When does this become known? Like the third game? I think so. Yeah, but
don't know. I hate this. I hate this freaking picture Adwin's put in my mind. Matera is Sagata at the strip club. I hate that image.
Dude,
I hate that
so much fucking money, dude. That'd be pretty awesome, dude.
No, I disagree. Never in my life.
You want to see sexy, dude. Sagata's
no.
ripped, man. Dude, you don't? Dude,
I don't care how shredded
he's so shredded. He's scary. Well, you don't like the bad boy damage. I'm missing an eye, and I have like this really badass scar going down my chest, like all the way. Like that's pretty cool, man. I mean, I don't know.
No. Bleach my.
Well, you're just a freak, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you're hating on my man Sagat. I mean, he's pretty up there, you know.
Unmarked Blaze Blue spoilers in my Otelio stream. Unsubbed, true. You're right. Just unsub for me. Get me banned off Twitch first. for spoiling BlazBlue. Listen, if people can call my girl Nanase Akuma in a skirt, true. But there hasn't gone to the strip club. Alright, this is the range 50 Gurin.
Yeah.
Range 50 Gurin deals 1 damage into focus. We
A
did it. We
full
got
1
another
damage.
damage, guys.
We're doing
We did it.
Dude, we only got like 28 more to go for Chip, you know? We only need to do that 28 more times. It'll be fine.
Oh, it's getting real now. We're 29
Yep.
to 28. Notably, let's see. Both focuses down for Chip, a block down for Chip. Chip still
We're
has
back
both
at
of his
range
on-saves out.
4.
Alpha Blade doesn't do anything here. Resho doesn't do anything here. Yeah, we're pretty much just sitting back again. All right. Yeah.
Hockey's advantage.
I think if Hawkman ever has like EX dive, he probably just drops it. Just this specifically because if Chip plays Alpha Blade, cool. I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I think EX Dive's kind of trolling. Because then you can just get out of the way with a lot of things, right?
So does Feathers, because Feathers also got rid of EX dive.
Yep.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What got pulled?
Yeah, dude. He's AFK farming, bro.
The mental drain the Hawkman has on people.
Dude, I'm telling you. It's a slog. Yeah, I mean, honestly, do you just let freaking, like, Sheepu rock just to get some, like, licking, you know?
Alright, here's a sweep. Sweep into
Yeah, I was
Sheepu.
gonna say, you just let Sheepu, there it is.
Alright, another 4 damage.
Another 4, big 4.
Where's Chip going?
We're going back, baby.
Alright. Yeah, the real question is, does Hawkman actually have another Sheepu? Because he could just let the other Sheepu rock now if he really wants.
Yeah. Odds are likely. I mean, unless he because he was down to what 2 in deck. We didn't see the second Sheepu drop from hand. So unless he bottom decked in the bottom 2 deck, the second Sheepu is likely here. And at that point, I mean, because Hawkman can afford to do this all day, right? It really does not truly matter. It's truly immaterial. The onus is on Chip here to not die to either getting poked for 4 with Sheepu or to deck out if they just sit around doing nothing, right? So I do like Sheepu just coming out again here, just because you can, you know.
Well, we see the other Enma get put back in hand. We're sitting at 3 gauge with another overdrive. We're striking again, probably with the other Sheepu. That's 5 cards at a glance. Yeah, that's fair.
Don't worry, so am I, Polter. so is everybody, I think.
Drop Assault, take Enma. Yep. And then all we really have left is Cross and Block. And Gage, we have 1 more turn of Overdrive from Hawkman. If I had to bet my money, if I was a betting man, I'd say this is Sheepu every day of the week. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think Chip can really do anything about this except for play block, to be honest, or focus, but they're out of focuses.
I think we're out both blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, if you play Alpha Blade, you're trolling.
Yep, there you go.
Well, there's the Gamma Blade, so...
Oh no, Hawkman takes 1.
Yeah, Hawkman takes 1 and you eat another 4. You gotta decide where you want to go, because if you go to range 2, you're gonna eat a whole lot more, so don't do that. Alright, the world is your oyster. Oh wait, it's exactly 3. Yeah, you just don't advance at all. Yeah, you just
Yep,
do
yeah, you just take the after.
Yep. Alright, fantastic. We're at
bombastic
28 to 20.
Yep.
Both Sheepu's engaged, which means next time we hit
that's
overdrive...
about as consistent we're gonna get. Yep. We're gonna see Sheepu coming out. That's literally the winning con right now.
Yep.
Sukiyaki for fun.
Attacks at range 1 don't hit you. Yep. Hydration check. Casters have died casting Hawkman before. Thanks, Rose. Well, it'd be sounding like we're in the desert. We see Cross get recurred. Block goes into discard. Fumajin gets boosted.
Stop me if you've seen this one before. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna crack open a cold one at this rate.
Go get you a drink. I might go get myself a drink here in a second too, honestly.
Oh wait, we're going in, baby.
Range 1. Do we see the cancel? Here's the cancel. We'll draw
Oh, Action
one.
City.
All right, we're actually doing it. So we cancel. Are we going to do anything at range 1? Hockman's not in overdrive specifically, so we can actually do something here. Question is what? What do we want to do here as Chip? I mean, we don't want to drop any of our low value moves, obviously. Of course, stuff like Alpha Blade does exist. It is pretty low power Alpha Blade, but we can make it go back to range 1 to specifically dodge things. So it's honestly, well, no, because this isn't after it gets added to gauge. That's right.
This could really be whatever he wants, right? Because we have Sukiyaki online, right?
Yeah, here's the focus into the sweep.
Yeah, there's a sweep.
This is good.
So
This is good.
4 for 4.
Does wait? Oh yeah, that's an after.
Gets
Yeah,
the second one out. Yeah.
After
So-
gets added to gauge. I keep forgetting the Sukiyaki's not that OP.
Nope, it's pretty annoying, but I mean, it's just basically a check to see if you got a
Yeah.
like focus.
UA stacks on top of that potentially. I didn't know. That sounds like a good idea, but also I think that'd go well with grilled cheese. Maybe mill speed to catch dive. Always, yeah. Yeah, download also forgetting the after on Sukiyaki that I also like to forget all the time after add this to gauge.
Free gauge is free gauge.
Yep, so we'll see Hawkman sitting at 6. Yep, 6 now. Up actually 12 life. Did they forget to take damage from the sweep
less.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they forgot to take damage from the sweep here.
I need browser exceed because
I need browser exceed because. Browser exceed
Please no.
remembers.
Yeah, it does for you.
It does it for you.
Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy laugh tracking. We had to track our life with pencil and paper.
Alright, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Next tournament's on browser exceed, so that Rakune gets all the rolls while you're done for him.
Please no.
No more Arakane rules lawyering on stream. It'll all get done on browser exceed. Thank you,
Oh.
GT.
Dude, that's the thing. Is that like when you miss it, like can't live with it, can't live without it. Like it's part of the identity, dude. I feel ripped off if there's an Eric again that goes on without rules infraction. It's
I
part
feel
of his
ripped off.
identity.
Alright, we see the defend boosted on Hawkman's side. We get the +1 speed boosted on Chip's side. With the sweep effect, we see another one come out. And a cancel. Are we spicy enough to
The funny thing is, this won't even matter because we're just gonna recur and play some shit when we flip in a turn. But get your licks in while you can. The sad thing about a Shogun is that it's a opponent's choice discard. It's not a random one. So you just pick whatever you don't want to have as gas, right?
Yeah, it's not a random one, you're right. Alright, we're playing something here. I don't know what this is.
This is the safest grasp in the world because it gets out of the way of sweep. Otherwise,
wait, God's unstupid.
well, you already took your actions here, so okay.
That one, yes, that one. Okay, cool. He's decided.
How could you possibly know what I'm playing when I don't know what I'm playing? The classic mix-up.
Yeah, that's my favorite mix-up in the game. Is how do you know what I'm gonna play without even know what I'm gonna play?
That is unironically the case for offensively wild swinging.
There's the Yanagi into the slash. So
Gonna be trading down.
yeah, this is gonna be trading down. All right. We see a rank get dropped and a.
This is 5 for 3 in Hopkins' favor.
Cross dropped. All right. This will be in Hawkman's favor, of course, because Hawkman's still up on life. So this will be a 5 for 3, like you said. It drains Hawkman's resources, but I honestly don't know if Hawkman cares too much about that at this point.
Yep.
We see a gauge get spent.
we take ourselves a nice little 3 there. Yep, there's 3. Sitting up a healthy 10 life as Hawkman. This isn't really where you want to be as Chip.
Nope. Because the thing is, if you Hawkman can consistently trade with you like this, right? Even if you advance chain up, eventually he could just hard cast Yukikaze, and then you're sad. What do you do about that? That right? You're out both both Sukiyakis. Or you no, you have one more, I think, but still.
Yeah, that's what another thing though is that if Hawkman ever thinks he's at like risk of being spiked, he could just drop the Yanagi as well.
And it's gonna trade anyway, and at this point he's got so much of a life to play with. It's like I don't care.
Yep. You just pretty much got to bait stuff out with dive, and if you don't, well, you're gonna be a little bit sad. um. So Chip got to figure a way out of this. Chip does have a +1 speed boosted. The Harakiri was boosted. Thank you, Feathers, for keeping track of all these cards, so that makes our lives as casters easier. We do have another play the hero somewhere. We have both Sucka Sages, of course, because Sucka Sage is always something we like to hang on to. Sucka Sage is actually, ironically, really scary to play in this matchup, because if that Yukikaze does come out, it gets him
Yep,
the
you
plus
just die.
power.
You explode.
Yeah, you pretty much melt into the abyss. We see a strike come out at range 2. I wonder if this is the dive, actually, the speed 5 dive.
The bait dive, which is as a funny tech.
Well,
to,
actually, yeah, this doesn't make any sense, actually.
Yukikaze.
Never mind, yeah.
Dive is exclusively Yukikaze killer call out here. The logical one would be Alpha Blade, or second Resho to get advantage. It's also be second Assault.
This could also be the crazy Genro zone.
Yep.
+1 speed Genro zone.
No, but I think Chip's only real recourse here, while Hawkman's low on cards and has the loaded gun loaded but can't quite shoot it yet, is to advantage chain. So the telegraph play here is something that gains advantage, but we'll see.
Yeah, this could be a million things. We'll find out what it is as soon as Hawkman decides what they want to play here. Hawkman, looking through everything, might telegraph that they don't have anything that they want to play from hand, so we could just end up seeing a wild swing here. Hawkman's trying real hard to try and figure out what this is, see if they have one of the 2 answers to it in their hand, because they only have 2 cards in hand with pretty low hand size. I mean, Hawkman's wild swings aren't the worst either into most of these, to be honest. So, I mean, Hawkman has plenty of guarded moves here. So, we'll see what this is here in a second. Feathers looking through their own discard, thinking about that wild swing right about now. They have 7 cards left in deck, 2 cards in hand. Just debating here where they want to go with this. I think I would just wild swing if I'm Hawkman here, to be honest, unless I have something crazy in hand that I really want to play.
That would just let the Yukikaze rip. Oh, it's a sweep.
Oh,
it gets baited
got spiked.
with a relatively risky spike here.
Yeah,
Big play from Chip. That gains a lot of ground here, because now that's an unanswered 5. Chip electing to stay at range 2. It looks like, and then Hawkman has to take the turn off here, and that's a Yukikaze engage. So now the actual hopium is like I said earlier. Now I can actually advantage chain only 1 Yukikaze at max online. So if you cleanly win otherwise, you have the life to play with to make sure the Hawkman doesn't get to do his thing. So this is suddenly not completely out of reach.
Yeah, I think that's actually what Polter's looking for here, is that to see, does Feathers have any of those slows up? Because if Feathers has any of those slows up, that's the main thing they're probably worried about here. So if they don't have any of those slows up, I really don't like this positioning for Chip still, just being at that range, because Hawkman can actually hit at that range quite easily. But if they don't have any of that stuff here, they can just go ahead and do what you're saying there, and is just advantage chain Hawkman to death here. It is a very possible thing we could see. It looks like we're seeing the strike anyways. So we've decided
this is telegraphed Alpha Blade.
Yeah.
This would be a really funny Zansei Roga.
I think this
highly does that.
Yeah, I think this is pretty great Alpha Blade, honestly. I think this is a pretty good Alpha Blade here, because down
good,
sweeps.
but the thing is,
yeah, like you're saying, it doesn't gain advantage.
Yep, and the thing is that you still have 1 more turn. Hawkman still himself needs to flip, right? So the problem with that though is that when he flips, he still gets his discard pile back. so that he has a handful more outs there, but at least you know that a sweep, a focus, a Yukikaze, and both Sheepers are down. There's the Alpha Blade. Yep.
Good stuff. All right, now Hawkman's just gonna flip here. Almost certainly, I believe. I don't think there's a reason they don't flip here. I mean, maybe they want.
If Chip miraculously holds on to his 100% win rate, I swear. I swear to God.
Yeah, there's the Hawkman flip.
Yep.
Hawkman flip. Checking. Do you want to look in the discard? Yep. Polter will be looking in the discard real fast. Good choice. Making sure.
Yep. So
you have an
big
idea.
things to note is that we have one of each tempo stealing slows available. Focus, block, and sweep. You do not want to trade at all at this juncture as Chip, right? So this gets pretty scary.
Polter at R3. What do we do in R3 versus Hawkman here? We're out both spikes. I believe we either have both dives or at least one dive online. I don't think we're gonna see Zanseroga. It'd be pretty funny though.
The interesting thing is that Zanseroga also can work against Yukikaze at range 3. You just play that and then don't move, you know?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually getting pretty close. This is pretty good. We are going to just prep and give the turn back to Hawkman, though. Chip low on cards, notably here, means that Feathers can look for a reading if Chip does have any of those normals that are potentially left. Especially because this is going to be the chance that they're going to have to do it if they want to do it. Just because Chip, is definitely not going to let you see his hand. I'm almost certain of it. I don't think Chip would draw the last two cards and let you see his hand, especially season 5. I mean, already being at this low of card count is still pretty risky, but there is a chance, that your cards are at the bottom and you're completely fine versus reading. So, I'm going to recur a Shipu here. Are we just going to strike with a Shipu? I don't think so. Oh, we're going to Kishu and then Shipu.
Now
maybe.
we can.
Yeah.
It still makes up between Yukikaze and Shipu. Honestly, yeah, no. Because now,
I think both are losing to the same thing of dive. So I think you just
no. Both of these,
here.
both ultras actually list as Ansei here.
Oh, the assault bait. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in trouble now.
I was gonna say I actually would, if I had Zansei, I would have matched it there because literally, yeah, because Shipu, if you match a Shipu, right, or you take a mitigated loss, because you just do advance 3 on before, and then you can only take the 4, right? You take nothing from Yukikaze and it stuffs out everything else. So, but that is a huge assault call out there on the dive.
Yeah, that's pretty game turning there, honestly. I think this is gonna go completely in Hawkman's favor now that was dropped like that. So I 100% think that we're just dropping the Shipu here every day of the week. Either that, yeah, we're probably dropping the Shipu to be honest every day of the week. If we get Genras on to, I guess we're sad. There's the Zansei.
No. Yep, there you go.
The Zansei will beat the Grasp. We just spend 2 gauge, right?
Probably just 2 at this juncture, right? Yeah, because like I said, you only have 1 more in the tank, right?
1, 2, 3. I mean, are we spending 4 gauge here?
Huh.
What just happened?
We're spending only a handful. Well, I had to spend at least 1 more to hit.
Wait, does that hit? No, that's a before. Before advance 3, right?
Yeah, so before trigger. If he makes a move and doesn't realize it, I will correct.
Yeah, I don't think that hits. Yeah, you can go ahead and correct. I think Does Ansei hit if you spend an extra gauge? Oh wait, yeah,
There we
Polter's
go.
realizing. He's
Mhm.
realizing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, if I do that, I whiff, huh?
Alright, so we're back at range 1 across up. Good.
Cool. Yeah, so you have to either spend 4 or 3.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
then
four
he
or
still gets the
one.
after trigger. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 is fine. Sure. All right. So we just spend the 2 gauge, snuffs out the grasp, and then it's our turn. We get to decide where Chip wants to be, of course, with the after. You don't really get a choice of long or short-sided board here. Hawkman's is exactly in the center of the stage where he wants to be.
Yep.
Very good place for Hawkman to be in this matchup. Looks like we're going to choose not to move. Yeah, we're just going to Harakiri to the other side of Hawkman, it looks like. Think about canceling. Gonna cancel here. Draw 1, show hand, CC.
Oh, we ain't showing no hands here. We're playing for king. Okay.
Genrozone, dive,
Yep.
Alpha Blade, Zansei, Bunky. Makes sense.
Yep.
Probably not
Play the
CC.
hero.
Yeah, probably just Bunky, honestly.
Is free. Yep. You should always take that every day.
Yep, let's see what Chip decides to do here. See the Daijo Boo. Oh, we are seeing the CC
Oh,
first.
are we actually seeing a CC?
Yeah, we're seeing a CC. Quite a big CC, actually.
Probably get options back online.
Yeah.
That does pass turn to Hawkman.
Because we want to play. Well, no. Huh. I guess we're leaving Bonky Mesa in case we want the attack. Keeping it for later options.
Yeah.
But we just
Discarding
performed a
Reno.
reshuffle pretty much. CCing into the reshuffle, getting a full hand. +1, I believe. Yeah, full hand +1, so we're gonna see a discard here. Discards the Beta Blade.
Beta Blade.
Sure. Do you remember when you would run it up to my boost, and we would spend hours looking at the neutral? Good times. Now that's a romantic date right there. I'm gonna put that in my Tinder. Want to spend hours just moving around a board in neutral?
You want me to boost advance 3 and then you just walk to my face and then we do that, you know, for a little while. Wasn't that nice?
We can hold hands and slow walk across the board. Oh man, romantic evenings with Hawkman.
I'm surprised that we're taking back the Gurren here, or the Anagi rather.
I think we took back the focus.
You can't throw. Oh, the focus. Okay, that's true. We did take back the focus.
Yeah, focus is in
We
hand.
did CC all the normals. The good news is that I mean now Chip could just randomly have access to a real big blowout EX.
Yeah, Rose has a good pickup line in here. Girl, are you Zangief because I take a bunch of move actions to get away from you? Wait. That's pretty good. But yeah, not to take away from your point here, but yeah, I mean, we're just getting options back as Hawkman. We have the option of reading back in hand. You have a fresh deck. Hawkman might go for the crazy read. I don't think so. But
Hawkman's gonna let something rip. This is probably just the known recurred Shipu letting it rip.
Yep, there it is.
Or Yukikaze, sure. Yep, you're gonna have to eat that eventually. And now it's party time. It all really comes down to this sequence of events here for Chip. This is actually winnable here.
Hit effect. Hit effect.
Well, yeah. Well, technically, Chip's hit effect. This
Yeah,
it
hits
is
after
advanced too,
effect.
so it does. Yeah.
Chip's after effect. I see.
So Hawkman will be over here. Yep.
Yeah, Hawkman's gonna be 1 space away from Chip.
Mhm.
Oh wait, right. Yeah.
No matter what. Yeah.
That's fine. I think you just.
Oh, it's
do
party time.
something.
Wait, if he has the nuts, he has the nuts, right? If he happens to have second dust, That would be truly unanswerable if he's got the other one. So all right, here we go. Here comes the cascade. Draw 3. Take another action.
Yeah, I think you're looking, honestly. Yeah, there's
Draw 3. Take another action.
I think you're just looking for second dust, to be honest, right now. Second dust or dive. Well, no, dive doesn't do it.
This would be highway fucking robbery if we see the classic play. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, this is.
Oh no!
Oh wait, we're canceling because we gotta draw infinitely. Oh no!
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh
Deja vu. In this place before flying on the street.
no! Yeah. The
Time to go.
I mean, he has to. This is a super sad day if he doesn't have like dive here to force the block top deck or second
Yeah, go ahead, Donut. Sorry, I'm laughing at the comments.
Oh, sorry, no, it's okay. I mean, we all know we've been here before. We've seen the
Yeah.
draw 3, take another, draw 3, take another. Actually, here's the thing. Polter lets him not do any homework here before he sets his attack. This would be a sad day if we don't get the nuts here. Challenging him. He's gonna let the Shaper rock. Is it the second dust?
Oh, it's a dive.
And that will do it. That is up 2 armor.
Yeah,
that's 6-7. That's exact lethal. Yep, I was gonna say dive or dust does it. Oh my god, dude! The reign of terror cannot be stopped. This guy is nuts. The ninja takes it again.
I can do a third.
This guy's wow.
Are they doing the third? Polter's on a roll. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're doing a third.
Right.
I think we're gonna get a third.
Yep.
Will
if we get Hawkman 3,
will Polter sweep? Will Polter sweep this out?
That'd be hilarious. That'd be so poetic if Hawkman goes 0-3 here and just dies.
It's very possible. Yeah, we could just see a third Hawkman. I'm not. It is very possible. What does Polter still have, actually? Now that I think about it,
Polter has what?
I have to pull up this
Vega, Plague, and Milia.
Ramlethal.
No,
Ramlethal, Plague, and Vega. Oh, it's the Vega.
We're getting Vega here. We're gonna Corona Vega.
It's the Vega. I am on team third Hawkman, Roses. Hawkman versus Vega. How does that even go, actually? I don't know.
I actually think Vega has recourse against Hawkman. FBA, because he can actually punch above and just kill
claw. Adwin, this is a BO5. Everything here from out is a BO5. This is all finals, BO5.
Yep, Black Ops, baby.
Black Ops. Black Ops 5. Coming in 2026.
Is it real? I don't fucking know. Probably.
I don't know. Last I checked, we were on Black Ops 4.
And then they made, Black Ops Cold War, which I guess is Black Ops 5.
Oh, we're getting Biken into Vega.
Game. We're getting Biken. Yeah, this can go either way, personally. All right. Since I'm not gonna be able to do, I'm actually gonna crack open a cold one now. Because as soon as I said that, action actually happened. They got intense for a bit. So
this is interesting.
Take it away.
Biken versus Vega. Because Biken can pull Vega out of the corner before Vega sets their attack. That's actually fancy. I didn't think about that. That's pretty cool. Huh. This return to modern warfare didn't look so good for him. That's fair. I think I stopped playing Call of Duty back on Black Ops 3. Yeah. I stopped a long time ago. But anyways, Biken versus Vega. Yeah, this is certainly interesting because Biken has a 1 gauge action of pull 2, right? So that means Biken can strike Vega without having to let Vega get the corner bonus. So I don't think we see Vega Exceed for that very reason here. Because Vega's Exceed, yeah, is plus 3-1. And I mean, Vega does have that 1 boost, I suppose, that gives you the corner bonus regardless. But I mean, it's just kind of huh. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest play Biken has here is Biken just wants to get gauge, pull 2 Vega out of the corner, and then hit Vega. Because she does have the counter to Vega in that matter. Vega does have to be careful, of course, of Baiken's cards. I am going to think this is Baiken favored, specifically because of that reason. Hiragi, of course, is an insane card. Gun is usable. It is a thing. Surani is probably going to still be a boost unless you really just want to counter something, but it is, of course, a 3-gauge Ultra that literally just beats fasts. And then, of course, these other cards, Tatami Gaish is fine. Karta Kawari is your risky card that just breaks sweep because it can. Yozansen is always good as always, and Kabari is also...
So, what did I miss?
You're missing a +4 guard. Boosted. Faultless
Damn, that's
defense.
crazy.
Faultless. Versus Vega. Viking first turn. Alright. Sitting at range 2. Does Vega have any boosts that allow them to just, retreat to then strike Dancer Step? Yeah, Pounce does have that pretty good card. Let's see. Vega just does decent card quality in general, though. Probably like the lowest things he has is Rolling Crystal Flash and Scarlet Terror for power. Alright, so Baiken sitting at range 2, threatening stuff like the Yo Johnson. At this range 2, of course, Hiragi is also pretty crazy at range 2. You do have to be careful getting it spiked, but that's about it. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna see this matchup play out. I don't think we're gonna see Vega get too much corner pressure in this matchup, specifically because of Baiken, if Baiken gets any gauge. Of course, we could see a Dancer Step come out at some point. Not anymore. I think Baiken realized the threat of Dancer Step coming out and then Vega getting the +2 power against her. So she just chooses to opt in to not let that happen and area shift Vega over. Not choosing to cancel, just grabbing that one card. Vega's going to prep at range 1 here. Baiken will also prep going up to 6 cards, both players sitting on full hands. Vega looking to high jump. High jump themselves back towards the corner.
Nice area shift.
Nice area
shift.
shift.
If I had one myself.
I don't know if that's an area shift or if just move 3 key charge.
So it's good area shift. Area shift for good. How about that?
Area shift for good.
I'm just kidding.
But
Air
area
is
shift
actually
moves
good.
your opponent. Stop it. Get out of here. Alright. So Vega goes back to the corner. Still threatening the boost on Dancer Step. Baiken strikes before that can happen. What does Vega want to answer with here? If this is... Honestly, yeah, you just have to think whether this is Spike or not. We just sweep each other. 6 for 6.
I'm getting that 6-for-6 special.
Both players getting discarded. Let's see what we pull. We pull a Grasp. Vega doesn't
Man.
care.
Oh, big
Ooh.
pull from Vega. Getting Mirror of the World out of here.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good pull from Vega.
Yeah, because that definitely has potential to ruin your day, has Vega, with your big red number, and then she hits you back for more. Sad.
So we'll see the Mirror of the World go down here. Vega's sitting at 3 gauge. I still don't think Vega's going to exceed this match. I still don't see much of a point to it unless you really want to rely on Dancer Step. We're not even going to use the we're not by not using the Dancer Step here. We are pretty much showing that we probably don't have it. We're also not critting. Yeah, that was a range 3 sweep versus sweep trade. It was indeed the spice. So Baiken thinking what they want to play here, specifically because this could be a million things. It's going to be the assault into the assault.
Ooh, tries to challenge the below curve.
Yep, loses out. Vega's sitting on 4 gauge now. I don't really think you play either of your ultras at range 1 unless you really want to get the crazy bloody high claw out. I guess you can. You'll still lose us to grasp, but your opponent also
Smash
only
the
has
EX forehead.
True. Just match the EX. Get the 8 power bloody high claw. That'd actually be pretty good. Baiken gonna prep in suit here following the Vega prep. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that I don't think Vega was going to exceed because I don't think that they're going to be focusing on corner too much, especially since Baiken can just do the one gauge action to counter his corner pressure. Which means the only corner pressure he's really going to be getting is with Dancer's Step to get that bonus that he gets. So that's why I'm taking the stance that I don't think we're going to see a Vega exceed here. Is because Baiken can just pull him out of the corner every time he gets there. So I think we'll eventually see one of these ultras rip. I mean, more likely the high claw than the splendid claw, unless we get a crazy good read here. Looks like we're gonna rolling or high jump again.
Swoop.
Yep, high jump again. Another advanced 3. If we're not playing corner, we don't need to worry about rolling crystal flashes in attack, anyways.
Got that soldier boy. Yo! Going on here. Gonna high jump over him.
Most resources I've ever seen a Vega have, low key. Yeah, Vega's just kind of winning strikes right now.
Kurt.
Here comes
just
the.
one strikes.
Yep. There's the Scarlet
Scarlet
Terror.
Terror above curve.
Yep.
Nice mash.
Yeah, Polter's just kind of winning strikes here. This is going quite well for Vega, to be honest. Baiken not really finding much success in any of these strikes here. Sitting on 2 gauge, so Baiken's game plan of doing the 1 gauge corner pull is not taking effect because Vega's just challenging her constantly, which is perfectly fine. I think this is pretty much what you're expecting as Baiken, though, is that if you know that you have an easy counter to the opponent, you expect the competent opponent to play around that. So, gotta kind of think about.
Oh
what
yeah,
this
is this
is-
the EX bloody high claw?
This is almost
Beyblade, let it
certainly.
rip.
Yeah, this is almost certainly the EX Bloody High Claw. I don't think there's anything else this could be, except for maybe the EX Pounds. But that would be, yeah, this could be EX
Pretty
Pounds.
silly.
But I do definitely think,
I mean-
definitely agree this is the EX Bloody High Claw. This is the questioning, do you have the, specifically the EX Grasp? That's the only thing that beats it.
Or, I mean, you could always block, but I mean...
Y'all doubting the 3 gauge Baiken Ultra. True, the Surrounding could
Yep,
actually
there's
beat this
block.
too. Oh, it's the EX
Oh,
Cross.
the bait is the cross. Yeah, get a block out of there.
Getting ourselves into the corner, though. Baiken...
Which is okay. Baiken can do her thing. Be my guest. Spend the gauge.
Yeah.
Goes to range 2. And then, you still have recourse here with your Vega. If you go to range 2, basically still everything you do lose the exploit high clock. Still gotta respect it.
Oh wait, Rose baited me. Y'all doubting the 3 gauge Baiken Ultra, but Baiken didn't even have 3 gauge at the time. Rose, how dare you bait me?
Yeah.
Alright, so we saw the EX Cross. Vega's in the corner. Yeah, as you're saying, Baiken's pretty starved for gauge right now, so we could see Baiken do the thing, which they probably want to do, but I mean, Baiken's looking worse for wear right now, so I don't. Ooh, they're just gonna swagger up. They drew 1, so they're thinking about canceling here. Canceling striking at range 2. This applies anytime? Yeah, it applies anytime, so it's a little bit scary to strike into this. +2 power here. No cancel, question mark. Let's find out. Are we getting a cancel on this? I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is pretty expensive if you decide to cancel here. Because you don't want Vega to hit you with the +2 power.
Right. Yeah, your only real option here is we have second area shift. Or you could spend the gauge and then do the bike and pull just to pull him out of the corner.
Yeah,
To
but
play
then
a
you also
mix-up? I
risk.
don't know.
You're also striking here. You're risking getting hit by EX Bloody High Claw, right?
Yeah.
You are in a pretty
Um,
perilous situation right now, I think, either way. I think this EX Bloody High Claw being a threat with this much gauge on the table is absolutely massive.
I mean, notably, still not free. It still loses
there's
to
the pull.
Grasp.
EX Grasp
There's the pull.
specifically.
We well, no, I mean,
Well,
on
actually,
offense,
on
Grasp will
offense,
beat
yeah,
it.
you're right. You're right.
Right now, Poulter looking like he's going to crit, which would telegraph like a pounce. Yep.
Yeah, there's a pounce.
So there's the Grasp. Yep, knowing that Baiken would probably respect the exploit high claw, elects to trade up and gets it.
Yep, Vega just playing really well. Gets pulled to range 1, says this is the freest pounce ever.
It's actually not funny, the freest pounce ever, because the Yo Johnson exists.
Yo Johnson.
Yo Johnson. Yo Johnson actually
Raw
breaks
dog. Yo
pounce.
Johnson actually wanna. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Actually, no. Wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's only 2
Raw dog.
speed.
Yo Johnson gets it.
Yeah. Raw dog Yo Johnson. I think Polter was confident enough that a person wouldn't play Yo Johnson without the +2 speed on it.
Oh, here comes the combo. Pitch and sweep from Gage to move up to the corner. Gets the +2/+2. Vega's a true master. Still has enough gauge for fucking EX play High Claw. What do you even do, dude?
Yeah, Polter's playing this actually extremely well. This is crazy.
You just gotta scramble and pray, Biken.
Yeah, because now even
Or Mirror of the World.
even the crazier one, the EX Splendid Claw, is also on the table now. Like, I would not be sad if I just dropped an EX Splendid Claw here. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, you can just mash. You just mash Blade Claw here. It doesn't matter. It's hit, move up to 8. Sayonara.
Yeah, but EX Splendid Claw
This
also
is
discards
pretty
3
free.
cards at random, so it gives you crazy good advantage on that as well. You can either move to the other side of
Yeah.
the board, take no damage, or you can also just say goodbye to your cards. Yeah, you have both really
Yeah,
good
either Ultra
options here.
here is devastating. Either Ultra.
Yeah, both are absolutely devastating here. We're just gonna see one Ultra drop though.
Yeah.
At this range, I mean, I think this is just threatening. This is threatening either or. I mean, both are speed 6.
Mm-hmm.
Or 1 speed 8, 1 speed 6. So what are you gonna do as Biken? You have
Yep,
stun
both are pretty
immunity, so
safe
you
here.
just play something. Yeah, there's a Hiragi.
Yeah, but
There's
there's
the
the
Bloody
Bloody
High
High
Claw.
Claw, where it's like, okay, cool. You can just take a fat was that 9?
Yep.
Yeah.
Vega goes to other side of
And
stage.
goes says see ya, and then Hiragi or was that Tommy? That was Hiragi.
It was
Yeah.
Hiragi.
Yep, and then Biken's gonna close 2. Yep.
Perfect.
And it's
Yeah.
all but curtains for the samurai. So yeah, sad day for the samurai, dude. This is like the fall of the shogun, man.
Yeah, I mean, Vega's just playing this.
Got killed by a freaking by a punk rocker from Britain. He got killed
Punk
by a
rocker.
weeaboo ninja wannabe, and then it's like he got killed by a freaking Yodelehihu man. You know, like that's a rough day if you're a samurai.
Yeah, I mean, Polter's just playing this extremely well. That's just what this is. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we just have those games where your opponent just plays extremely well, and you're kind of like, well, what do I do? It's just one of those games. Yeah, so I think
When you
that's pretty
don't
much
want
where
to
we're
wake
at.
up.
Is it comebackable for Biken? Certainly. It certainly is. Biken's a good character. She can make it happen. It's just hard. It's just extremely
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, Biken needs to just win strikes at the end
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because Mirror of the World ain't gonna save you now, even if you had the other one.
Nope.
Pull 2
Gonna
strikes.
scoop you.
EX.
Yep.
Wait, how are you playing an
Double
EX?
EX. Omega Law. I mean, I'm not gonna stop them from doing it.
I thought that was illegal.
That's when you know you're on mental boom. The double EX. Oh, sweet. Is this where the EX rules dossier comes down? Okay.
Wait, it is legal?
You can.
It's
if you
just
want it out of your
wasteful.
hand, yeah. Technically legal.
Oh, I see. He's doing it for the freaking
Uh-huh.
3 card bonus, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 card bonus, probably. That's probably what this is.
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks like Feathers is committing to this double
Yo
EX.
Johnson, I guess.
Yeah, this is 100% just Yo Johnson. That's all this is. We know what this is. If you are Vega, I mean, this is 7 speed. I think you.
I mean, you
take
take
it.
your lick here, but I mean, you know, you're already so far ahead there.
Actually, no. You just play sweep here if you. Oh wait, no, there is no sweep. Yeah,
Both
no
are
sweep.
fine.
Yep. You just take it. Wild Swing, take it. Yep.
Hilarious that loses to EX focus.
Feathers just isn't going to answer here, obviously, because this could still be another EX. It's unknown. This is just a telegraphed Yo Johnson. That's all
Could be
this is.
Spike.
I mean, this could be a million things.
Yeah.
Well, not a million because we're a half deck, but you know. Yeah, it's still some options. There's still some options this could be. So it's smart not to answer here because of yeah.
So Polter's just got to think here. So I've been told. What are you typing, Donut? Citation needed. Lol. The other bloody high claw just comes out.
Letting it rip. Yep.
Wait, this is
and
this is
that.
eight.
Well,
this
to
media.
not kill. Technically not over yet.
Wait, does it not kill? Yeah, it does.
No. Like it's at 5, right?
It's 7.
Oh, I
damage.
see. Never mind. +3. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yep. Nope.
7 damage.
Well, GG.
All right. Well, that's it. Polter takes it 3-0, sends Feathers down to losers, where Feathers will be playing versus McDownload here when they're able to schedule a match next. And yeah, we'll be seeing that. So I hope you all have a good one. Thank you for joining me, Donut. And
Indeed. Thanks for
yeah,
having me.
you have any final words before I let him go?
Like I said, sad day for the samurai. Great day if you're a ninja or a punk rocker or a bolero guy.
Bolero
So,
guy.
shout outs to Chip. Miraculously holding on to his 100% win rate to this day. I say miraculously, but you know. And then and then other than that, it was extremely well played games from Polter there, where we saw him snatch victory from the jaws of defeat on 2 occasions against Hakumen, and then kind of just ran a clinic on how to play Vega on that last game there. So really well played from him. Of course, Feathers doing his best there. It's 2 great players, but yeah, really good set. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, perfect. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night.